Good evening, and welcome to round 6, take 2 of the BMG Summer Series. Tonight the circus heads to Alton, Virginia, in the, what's this place called? I can forget what it's called. Virginia International Raceway, I think it is. Very popular in the iRacing community. This 5.2 kilometer, 17 corner race truck offers high-speed straights, complex corners, and plenty of passing opportunities. Our driver tonight will take the wheel of a 380 horsepower, 2.6 litre V8 revving engine that revs out to 10,500 RPM, delivering, let's call it relentless acceleration, and that is the radical SR8s tonight. I'm your host tonight, Aaron Obersteller, and joining me in the comm box is Tyson. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good to be back.
Yeah, well, it is good to be back. Thank you for your efforts in the Enduro we did. That was it was a heap of fun, and you nailed it too.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, for someone that hasn't really had a stint in commentary to come in last minute, dip it in, and have a bit of fun for 6 hours. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Have a bit of fun for 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, it was a different experience for me to be on the speaking side of things and not the driving. Watching my teammates wheel and just be like, I can't really be biased here. I've got to be nice and level-headed. So that was good fun, and happy to be back.
No, it was great having you in there. For someone to bounce off is fantastic. Hey, firstly, before I get into the racing tonight, I just want to apologise to everyone involved, either on track, behind the scenes, or as sponsors, and most importantly, the millions of fans that tune in every Monday night to listen to me dribble and watch some of Australia's best sim racers wobble around a track. Trust me, I could feel the collective groan when I had to make the call to cancel the stream last week. We've had a lot of ups and downs hosting this, but mostly positive. So I see it as just a bump in the road, and the show will go on when it can, obviously. So thank you for your patience and understanding, and let's get into another action-packed Monday of racing. Who's on track at the moment? Let's see here. We got all the mainstays. Well, how much time we got left? 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah, let's go through some guys out there. New guy. I wonder if you know who this guy is. His name's Adam Bianchetti.
Yeah, it's a new name for me too, so not sure what his pace is like or anything like that. Looks like he's only just done an outlap from the times we can see here on Bracky. So it'll be interesting to see what lap time he can throw in qualifying. It'll be good to see if he has some pace.
So speaking of laps, I've got guys in here that the session opened up and they jumped on track. Jacob O'Reilly has already done 23 laps around here. You're probably going to do a maximum of 12 in the first race, so he's got a lot of laps under him already. Steve Vella's jumped in, 24 laps under him as well. And Adam, which I got on screen right now, has done 4 laps out there, so he's just learning the ropes. This track is complex, and I'd imagine that you, as a seasoned sim racer, would struggle around this track as well.
Yeah, it's honestly not one of my favourites. It is very technical in places, especially coming up towards the end of the back straight. There's a nice tricky staircase complex at the end. So it really tests each driver, especially with the car as docile as the radical, where it doesn't take a small mistake to you pretty much lost the car straight away. So yeah, drivers have got to be pretty careful and pretty measured in their approach, and you should hopefully see some good racing as a result.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just looking at the corners around here. This is one of my favourite tracks to go to. Thanks to everyone in the chat. I'll get to you guys shortly. Ben Nothling's sitting on a plane on his way home. That's awesome, man. Enjoy it. We'll get you home safely. Don't worry about that. He's just come back from the Adelaide 500 for the Cool Drive team, and that team punched above their weight on Sunday. Holy moly, that was really good to watch. So yeah, just going through some of these corner names. I mean, turn 1 is the horseshoe. I don't know why they called turn 3 the NASCAR bend, but we'll work that out shortly. I guess you can take it flat. You got the left hook, which I think there'll be a lot of jabs and left hooks going on at turn 4, because that is a bit of a tight braking point. Through the snake, up to the south bend. There used to be, where are they on track right now? Is this the top of the track? Right there where he's going through the track now, there used to be a big oak tree that I remember, but that's disappeared.
Yeah, there used to be an oak tree, yeah. It's gone.
So the oak tree used to be there. It's so weird seeing it with no tree there. Down this massive long straight, we got 24 seconds left. He'll get most of this done. You go down this back straight, and it comes up to a point where it's called turn 14, the roller coaster, and you'll see why, because it kicks you up to the left, and you sort of have to drop down to your right. The apex is blind. He's just got a punt from whoever that is behind him. I think that's Jacob O'Reilly. Yeah, behind him. We give him a punt going down the hill here. And then we're not going to see it, but we go down into the complex called the Hog Pen onto the front straight. So plenty to look forward to tonight. I'll jump on board with the guys as they go qualifying. Tyson, if you were out there, what sort of lap time you think you'd be doing?
If I was out there, I'd probably be looking around the 40 mark, I think, like 40, 41 maybe. Not really, again, not my best track, but I'd be looking to try and get 40s. But it looks like Kenny and Jacob are really setting some good times in the 39s. I don't know if they'll have enough for a 38, but we'll see if they can get the tyres up to temp quickly and punch in a quick lap time to get them up from the grid.
Yeah, so we got 15 minutes of qualifying up there. Not much time. That gives you an out lap, a couple of laps, and then hopefully you don't bin it. You might even be able to come back in for a bit of for some tyres, change fuel. I don't think there'll be many strategy calls tonight because I didn't change much on this setup. I've just realised that I didn't change fuel or anything, so it's just pretty much going to be green racing for tonight's racing, which is refreshing.
I think it's also good for the drivers to kind of, I think we normally would run a fix, but I think we've made it open just for this round, just trying to obviously sort out the issues that we've had in the background. But it's probably good for the drivers to actually really think about their strategy in terms of how much fuel and what they can pretty much get away with. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what fuel loads the guys put on, and if that gives them a bit of advantage, or see how they approach it tonight.
I can tell you there'll be some guys that had no clue. I mean, I jump out on tracks like this and I have no idea what I'm doing. I just drive the car and I go, oh geez, I'm out of fuel. What do I do now?
I try to play it safe with the fuel, because the last thing I want to be doing is spitting on the last lap. Trying to struggle to get home. So I always want to play it safe. But yeah, some guys will normally push the boundaries to try and extract as much pace as they can. So obviously, the less fuel, lighter car. That's what they and then faster lap times as a result.
So we'll just jump on the starters cam here. That's Stevie Vella. Just jump on a lap now. We'll stay on board with him. We might take you guys for a lap. So this is the turn one complex. It's not really a double apex. You sort of got to brake late, turn late, get on the accelerator early into turn 2. Then turn 3 down here is NASCAR bend that he's going through down. It goes down here into the left hook, which is a tight little complex, into the snake, and then onto this like back straightaway you call it. I guess it's, I don't know what to call it, because you can take it flat.
I love this section.
Yeah, so basically you come off turn 5 and you can pretty much hold it flat all the way up to turn 10, which is the south bend.
Yeah, that's easily the best part of the track in my opinion.
So I'm just trying to work out. We'll try and get some telemetry for you guys to see if they're holding it flat through there. Down to the oak tree, back on the power. Very important corner, because another long straight as you come down to the roller coaster.
Yeah, oak tree sets up the back straight really quickly, so you really got to punch the apex as good as you can. But Steve obviously be looking to make sure he gets his braking right up here. It does jag to the left a little bit, so you have to be really picture perfect with his brake. And he's done a magnificent job
he's
there. No, he's done perfectly. He's done exactly what he needs to do. You just come down again, hold gear here to get a nice little exit, run out as much as you can, keep it in tight, and then that's a really good lap by Steve. Regardless of the time, it's a nice, clean looking lap.
So we'll jump on board with someone else. I've got Jacob O'Reilly is part of our championship contenders right now. He's just done has he gone to the top? Yeah, he's just done a 140. A 140 points. That's quick. Is his quickest lap of the practice session as well. I'm just trying to work out who's the quickest out there at the moment. The guy I really want to see put some laps in is Kenny Konomos. Now he's the championship leader at the moment. Yeah, he is. Where's he coming up to? Oh, he's coming up to. Oh no, he's just warming up the tyres still.
Yeah, it looks like he did a slow out lap just to get the tyres up to temp. I think he's thinking that the tyres take a while, so if he can get as much warmth into them before he sets out onto a fast lap, that might be the key here. So interesting to see how Kenny approaches his qualifying lap.
Yeah, we'll jump. We might. I might leave it up to Kenny because Kenny has been showing qualifying pace the whole time. I'll jump over his shoulder for everyone at home. It's going to be loud, so turn it up. Into turn 1 complex. Oh, this is a great shot. That was an absolute committed lap from Kenny Kotomos. That was really cool to watch. This straight has a little bit of a bend on it too, so he comes across the line. Just seeing what he's done, it's quick. It's a 140.4, puts him up into P3. So we saw how committed that lap was there from Kenny Kotomos, and still didn't put him on the pole. Jamie Christensen did a 140 dead. Jeez, I should have been on board for that one. Jeez, there's nothing between the whole field here. The top 6 are separated by a couple of seconds, but those top 4 are separated by 0.5 of a second. Shane Patterson, is he out on track at the moment? Oh, he's got a little bit sideways. That lap's going to be dead. He'll have to cool that thing down and go for another one. I'm sure the tyres have an operating temperature, but I wouldn't know what that is. Jeez, these cars look good out on track too, don't they, Tyson?
Man, there's a few banging liveries out there. It's good to see some people have come a bit creative and some classic ones as well. So it's a good mix. Really like what people are bringing to the table.
So, just for people playing at home, I'm pretty sure Shane Patterson, let's see if I can find him out there. Yeah, we just had him on there before. Shane Patterson, that's not actually Shane Patterson behind the wheel, is it, Tyson?
From my sources, I believe it might be an alias that's hanging out there. I don't know. Shane can probably confirm if he's watching the stream.
If he is watching, let us know if that's Oliver out there, but we'll find out.
Knowing Shane, he'll claim it as himself because it's on his account. That's fair enough. He's
bloody banging time for Shane out there. So, it's actually there you go.
Straight away. One time you could have claimed it. That's alright.
Well, that's a lot of championship points for Shane, but we won't tell anyone. All right, we won't tell the competitors out there what's going on. Okay,
I just think Shane's really good at VIR, because he's really good track.
Yeah, this is his track. This is his jam. Steve Vella's gone out there. He's done a lap. We got 6 minutes left. Who is actually on a lap right now? Is Daniel Vallicott? Oh yes, Daniel Vallicott's out there. Now, session went up late. He was hounding me. He wanted to get out there and do some laps. I'm pretty sure he went out there and did about 20 odd laps before this happened. So he should be on the pace. I'll see if I can get some pretty good shots of this car going around the track. Very clean white livery. I hope that's what... he's absolutely sprayed it on the last turn. Daniel, no. I don't know whereabouts he is right now, but he's probably closer to the airport than he is the track. Adam's not out on track. I really want to see him do a lap. Connor Nixon has just got down to the pits for the first time now. This is his first lap. We'll see what he does to warm up these tyres. Gone through the Hurlshoe, coming down into NASCAR, down into he's spraying it already. Down into the left hook. This is turn 4. That brings you into the Snake. This little bit of racetrack. It's flat for these cars, and classic Connor Nixon finding the limits before he even does his opening lap. That's David Atkinson. I'll try and find him on track right now. Ben Nothling. Do you like that livery? Oh, Shane just told me he was running third last week. Hey, Shane, I apologise, mate. I heard good things about what was racing last Monday night, but it was just not possible for me to stream. But hey, we'll make up for it tonight. The cars look fantastic on track. So, whereabouts is he? Is he at the Snake right now?
Yeah, he is, sure.
Yeah,
he is.
yeah, that's David Atkinson coming through the Snake. Then it goes up, I guess you'd call the next part of the track the S's. As you can see, that's a great shot of what I'm talking about. Coming up through the S's, that brings you up into turn 11. So it's flat, 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 turn 11. You want to get on the brake, and then flat up you come into, and now this is up here into the oak tree. Now the oak tree, I don't know why we call it the oak tree anymore. We just don't have to call it the back turn, and onto the back straight. I did set up some... oh yes, I did set up some camera angles going through the roller coaster. I thought it'd be a good part of the track to get some good viewing. Past the roller coaster, turn 15, she's gone through, down through the hog pen, and then you just pass pit entry as you go through to the start finish line again. Pretty good lap from David Atkinson. Let's see what he's on for. His best is a 143. He's just done a 143.8, so he's just off that pace, and yeah, he's not going to go for another lap. That's what he can do. Now, there's Connor. Okay, Connor's on a lap. Back straight for Connor Nixon as he comes down. I'm just trying to work out if he's on a actual lap right now. I think he's just on a warm-up lap, so he'll have just enough time to finish this lap and see if he can put himself up into the top 10. Tom Brown's just jumped into the session with 3 minutes to go. He's left himself no time to get a lap in. We'll see what Sweet Cheeks can do.
Looks like Connor might be actually on a lap because he is not letting go coming into the last corner. He's on it here, so I think he's putting in a lap. Could be a 40, maybe a high 40. I'm expecting for this one to be.
I'm just seeing where he goes across the line because I can't see any of his fastest laps. I can't see any of his. That was a 141.2. He should go on with it here. He's got 2 minutes to complete the lap. Yeah, we'll just jump on board to see if he's actually going to go on with it.
Yeah, I dare say Connor will definitely go for it. He hasn't got much time to set in a quick lap. He'd like to be a bit more up front, so he's definitely no reason for Connor to keep going for this one.
Gotta love this track. I just wanted to be out there right now racing this thing. Stuck in here in this sweaty combox with you, Tyson. But that's okay.
I think you and me both, mate. I'd rather be out there personally. But,
it's one of my favourite cars.
This is not a bad consolation prize.
Yeah, being here is not too bad. I know. Talking to these guys in the chat, I'm just looking now. Shane Patterson. Yeah, he's running third, and yeah, this stuff happens. Yeah, we've had ups and downs in the combox, and he's just sprayed it.
Oh, too much commitment.
Classic Connor. He has to feed the dogs, I think, after that one. Tom Brown in the IRP livery, looking really cool, but we might get to see him out on track for just a little bit. He hasn't even jumped in there yet. Oh, is Daniel Velicott going to go out there for a lap? No, he's decided to come into the pits. So that might be it for the session. Oh no, here we go. While we're waiting for this session to end, because Tom's going to go out there and probably spray it, so I'll stay off him for a little bit. I'll just have a show you guys at home the championship standings. Hopefully I've got you in here as well, Tyson. But you won't be able to see this, but that's okay. Championship points goes as follows. Kenny Economos has got himself a small margin over Jamie Christensen, but looking at the times on the track at the moment, Jamie Christensen has nearly 4/10 of a second over Kenny Economos at the moment, so it's going to be a tough ask for him to keep that lead after this race. Oliver Patterson, we know that he is on the car, but he's in someone else's rig. Jacob O'Reilly's out there as well. He's setting the pace out there. He's just at 1:39.8, by the way. But the championship points for P3, nothing in it. Anyone down to Connor Nixon can actually still win this, and I'll just leave that there for everyone else to go through for your favourite driver if you can find them there. It goes all the way down to 27 drivers, but we've only got 11 drivers out there tonight. Yeah, I think we're going to have 11 drivers on track tonight, so that's okay. Well, they're about to get gridded up. Yeah, Joshua Horton, he's going to be in race control. Obviously, Tyson, you've had a heap of points there. You're going to have to give those away. He had a really good start to the season too. Fitzroy Beaumont hasn't jumped in as well. So, yeah, the championship for P3 is really heating up, and Kenny Economos has got to watch over his shoulder as well. He is hunted at the moment. I just want to make mention of the calendar that's changing before we go live. We've redone round 6 because of the technical issues we had last week. Next week we do the NASCAR Silverados at Charlotte. Looking forward to that. The UMP Modifieds, Dirt Oval, USA International Speedway, and then round 9, the 18th of December. Pencil that in. That is going to be a big one. That's Mount Panorama in the MX5s. We should have a big field for that. Let's get to the racing. Okay, so there's Tom Brown on screen. I'll just see what's going on with... the pots and pans are on fire tonight, guys. Absolutely on fire. So Jacob O'Reilly's jumped out there. Oh, Kenny Economos is out there as well. He's in that darker green. So Jacob O'Reilly, Jamie Christensen and Kenny Economos are really going to be fighting it out for some points tonight, as you could see, that which I showed you there before. Who's your money on, Tyson?
Geez, really tough one between the top 3. He would kill me if I don't go for him, so I'm going to go for Jacob O'Reilly for tonight.
You're on the, well, wow, you picked the pole sitter.
No, Jake and I like to gas bag a lot. So, look, it was either the top 3 because they're really, really quick. But yeah, Jake has just been showing some really good driving at the moment. So, pretty safe bet, I think.
So I'll just go through the starting grid for everyone else. Jacob O'Reilly's on the. He broke the 140s. He did a 39.8, which was unbelievable. Jamie Christensen was only a 10th behind him, so nothing at the front. You'll probably find that Kenny Economos behind him. Yeah, 0.6 behind the leader. Shane Patterson on the second row of the grid. That's fantastic, Shane. Well done, mate. Zachary Vlasblom jumped in here at the last minute, doing massive lap times. He's about a second off the leader. Connor Nixon's jumped in there. We saw him absolutely spray it at the oak tree. Daniel Vellacott's in here as well with Steve Vella. Maxi Vella's not here tonight, which is a big talking point. David Atkinson in 9th. P10, David Bianchetti. I love that last name. We'll love to see what he's all about. And then we'll leave those. I shouldn't have put them on there, but that's okay. Hopefully we don't see many of those tonight, so we'll hide that. Just waiting for people to jump onto the grid now, which I'm struggling to see anyone on the grid at the moment.
I can only see the guys on the pit side that have gridded up. Everyone on the outside has just decided, we'll stay in the pits for a bit, actually.
Yeah, they are talking, you know what it is, just for a bit of inside information, a lot of people would not have the setup set at the moment because we've made a small little blue, so I'd imagine that race controls asked them to just go fix that for a second, but that's okay. Here we go. They're all jumping on track at the moment. I can see them all on there. I just a few extras to get onto the grid before we get this 15-minute race to the grid going. Anyone watching at home, let me know who you're barracking for. I hope there's no technical issues at the moment. It's weird to see the cars out on grid for so long, waiting to get going.
Yeah, it looks like Josh has extended the gridding time again, so I don't know how long we've got actually left to grid. So the guys might just be waiting for that timer to creep on down, and then we can get racing.
And then go racing. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So on screen there, that's Kenny Economos. Oh, there you go. Jacob Christensen's just jumped on the grid as well, starting to rev those engines. So we've done it before. The guys out here that are on track at the moment have all been out there on Monday night. They raced hard. They raced for nothing really. No points involved was there last week. We're about to go green for round 6 of the redo for the BMG Summer Series, and we're going green as they go up to turn 1, up to the horseshoe. Oh, that's a spin in the background. Who's that? Is that David Atkinson? Someone has absolutely been sent.
Oh, it's Velicott, I think. Yeah, Velicot's gone around, but it's might have had a helping hand.
Oh, apologies everyone at home. I couldn't see what was going on there, but I'm just trying to work out who was actually spun around. Connor Nixon has gone from pretty much the back of the grid up to P3. Shane Patterson is back into P9. He started... I'm trying to work out where he started, but I'm just trying to work out who. Oh, it was bloody Daniel Velicott. He's been out there doing massive laps. He was so excited to be out there, and now he's in P10 for the race of the grid. So he's got a lot of work to do as he goes through the S's up to the oak tree. So we'll go back to the Stevie Vella into 4th position as well. Tom Brown's going backwards.
Lots has happened lap 1. It looks like Jamie and Oliver Patterson got it together at turn 1. But I think it looks like Oliver's readjusted, so just wants to keep it at the back. But Connor Nixon's managed to find, as you said, gone through all the traffic and all the shenanigans to make it into P3. So good start. And Steve Vella into looks like it was P4 as well. So good start by a few of these guys here.
Yeah, it's just poor Shane Patterson had a I don't know who he was punted by. It could have been either Daniel Velicott or Tom Brown at the back there, but or he just got a little bit sideways. His cars, when they were sitting on the grid for a long time, so the tyre pressures would have went down. Heat would have come out of those tyres. This is on here. This is on for P1. This is Kenny Economos chasing down. Oh, he's going to have to go to the outside into turn 1.
Yeah, I don't think Kenny would do anything silly, especially with the starting phase of the tyre. And probably just wait for Jacob to see if he makes a mistake, and then just capitalise. But yeah, just looks to see these guys try and pull out a gap. Hopefully not fight too much to allow Connor to catch on the back to him. But yeah, let's see how they approach this one. But, looks like Jacob was...
That's Daniel Velicott's just punted Tom Brown into Narnia, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but Tom Brown's found himself pointing the wrong direction with a little bit of damage on the back of that. Oh yeah, he's got... he's jumped into the station. I'm telling you guys, I jumped on Facebook. I sent him a message saying, "You racing tonight?" And I'm pretty sure he now wishes he said no. As he nearly finds the tyre wall. Okay, let's see what's going on at the front there. Kenny Economos is still chasing down the leader, Jacob O'Reilly. This would be an interesting mix to see what sort of lap times these guys are doing. So we saw them in qualifying doing 1 minute 40s. That's where you want it to be as well. 1 minute 40s was the set lap.
Yeah, I think these guys are just trying to play it nice and easy and not make taking risks. As you can see, some people are going really hard really early and losing the car as a result. So really the play with this car especially is to be nice and smooth pretty much all race. So you don't want to be trying to be pushing it too hard because you will definitely lose the car, mainly on the rears, but it also does tend to lock brakes very easily as well. As it looks like, from what I can see, is Kenny's really comfortable on the brakes compared to Jake here. So yeah, I think that's why he's just not trying to overdo it, Kenny. He's just letting Jake just push out so he can draft him a little bit. There is a good draft, especially going up the snake and on the back straight as well. So if you can just use that pace, you should be able to try and pull out a gap to allow for a challenge later on.
Yeah, so I've mentioned before, you come through the snake, up through the S's, and it's absolutely flat up to turn 11. It's the best part of racetrack. There probably is in iRacing for any car. As you come through turn 11, it's just a small lift as you fly through that up into the oak tree. It's just an awesome bit of racetrack.
Yeah, I'd love to see what Jake's doing telemetry-wise for the next lap at that section. I dare say he is not lifting one bit. He is flat out. Full throttle there, I think, especially with the amount of area that this car can generate. There's no reason really to lift.
So Kenny's absolutely breathing down his neck here as they go down to the roller coaster. Oh, and he's gone wide. Jacob O'Reilly went very wide there. Nearly missed the apex by about 17 years.
He still covered the exit, so it's not all doom and gloom if you run wide there, because it obviously goes straight into a left-hander. But as you can see, Kenny's using the draft on the back straight. He's managed to pull a massive gap out of Connor. Again, so just trying to push, use the draft of Jake to get ahead as much as he can, and then wait for his opportunity to strike.
Just checking out Jacob O'Reilly's car. It looks awesome. I'm trying to work out what he's got on there.
Yeah, it just looks like a bit of a dinosaur kind of.
Yeah, it's the two green machines battling out anyway for P1. So we'll go back down. That Jamie Christensen's putting. Oh, he just did it then. He's got the move done. Bit of hip and shoulder on Steve Vella.
Tell you what, another driver to keep an eye on is Zachary Vlasblom. He is taking some time out of Connor Nixon and catching him pretty quickly as well.
He's down to 1.3 seconds behind the Nixon. We'll keep an eye on that shortly. There's something happening down the back. Oh, that's David Atkinson in Ben Knopfling's favourite livery, the orange. The orange battery world is the battery's flat, but he's got it going again. Tom Brown has exited the stage left. We probably won't see him on track anytime soon. So where we are, we're at 8 minutes to go. Kenny Economos is still putting the pressure on.
Yeah, that gap is absolutely stretching. So these two, really working, I guess, together. They're working together to get away, but definitely not letting up at all in terms of speed.
Oh, big moment for Kenny as he comes through the last turn onto the main straight.
Yeah, ultra committed is Kenny. He's definitely not letting up. Jacob's just putting the car in the right spots that Kenny, he just can't get him under brakes at turn one. And Jake's just holding his line, holding the really good position to hold position at all. And just, driving really good lines, nice and consistent, nice and smooth, exactly what you need in this car.
Just noticed being on board there with Kenny, he brings it up a gear, so he goes up from second to third just to get the car underneath him before he gets to the snake. Up through the S's.
Yeah, these cars, they generate a lot of wheel speed. So to short shift it to make sure it gets a bit of better drive out of the corner is not a bad thing to do for Kenny. Very smart.
So we've got 7 minutes left, and this battle is about to heat up. So Zachary Vlasblom, we were talking about him before. He was 1 minute. He was about 1.3 behind Connor Nixon. He's got it down to 0.8. He's in the tow now, so you'll see him absolutely monster this car down very shortly.
He's actually not far off the pace of both Kenny and Jacob. I mean, considering these two guys are really using each other's pace to get along, it's actually some really serious speed that Zach's finding in this car. So I don't know if it's the HRT paint that he's running and found some extra horsepower in that absolutely beautifully turned out car. But yeah, he's on it tonight. He's really showing some good pace.
Yeah, so he's got down to points. So he found a 10th down that straight, but we did see Connor Nixon just try to find his way off the road for whatever reason. We'll stay on board here. I'll take you guys for a lap. We got 6 minutes left, so this is going to be the hunt for Vlasblom on Nixon. I'll shut up for just a minute for you guys. Glasblom is absolutely pushing this thing.
Yeah, it looks like Connor's going straight defensive here. This is one move, so he's shown his card and shown his hand. Let's see if Zach can switch under here. So hopefully Connor runs wide for him, but he doesn't. Connor holds line. But gee, Zach knows he is the quicker man of these two. He would be definitely hungry for a podium to finish. What a good start this would be for him.
Oh, he's absolutely sending this car.
Committed as well. Look at him go. Just seems to be getting better exit speed than Connor. Just somehow managing to get better rotation and better exit speed compared to Connor. Look at the amount of speed he has coming into. He's just got nowhere to go. It's only the one line here, and he's just trying to find a way. I wonder if he has to send at the willow here. This could be a really good last-minute passing opportunity.
Oh, great pass.
Underneath. Yes, fantastic by Zach. Look at that. And Connor gives him the room to make the pass complete. Now let's see if Zach can drive away and try and gap Connor here, who definitely won't. He definitely won't say no to a revenge pass here.
I think if you're smart, Connor. Oh no, I mean there's 3 minutes left. Yeah, this is going to be all on. I'll see if I get a really good shot as they come through roller coaster. Oh, he's got underneath him. Well done by Connor.
Yeah, really surprised Zach didn't cover off straight away. He definitely had the run, and if he got across early enough, he definitely would have been able to cover off Connor here. So we'll see if Zach runs wide a little bit, just got a little loose on the exit. Connor's definitely going to be smart here and cover the inside, as I think Zach should have done on the back straight, cover the inside, so he had the better exit. And does he try to switch back here, see if Connor runs wide again, which he doesn't, and he just can't get the exit again. So Connor's going to know that he's got nowhere to pass up here unless... Oh, is he brave? He just...
Oh, wow.
He's done well, Zachy. If any closer, he would have sent Connor to the shadow realm there. But
yeah, Connor would not be in the next session. He'd be feeding the dogs for sure.
Exactly right.
So we're probably looking at about maybe this lap and one more with the timing remaining. So yeah, he's got to set himself up. Zachy's going to have to set himself up for this. Now the battle at the front. So I'll just go through the grid real quickly while we got everyone here. Daniel Velicott has just come out of the pits again. He's had a night to forget for this race one. Tom Brown has exited. David Atkinson is out there in that beautifully turned out orange livery that the fans absolutely love. Shane Patterson. Shane, not doing too well, mate. Any words? Steve Vella.
I think he just needs to sub the driver out, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Go ahead, kick him out, mate. Steve Vella. Oh, there's a change for the lead. That's through the roller coaster. Shane Patterson shattered. There's always next race, mate.
It's fantastic, boys. Zachy's got back on him and should be able to drive away here from Connor to...
Yeah, so as far as I can see, this should be... Just trying to find... Yeah, that should be last lap. Oh, Connor! No, sorry, Connor Nixon. I was trying to find him on there. He is... This battle at the front. So it looks like the race leaders went through the start-finish line with just enough time to do one more lap. So we're going to have this lap and another one. So you're going to do 10 laps around here as far as I can see. I can't see the green checkered... Sorry, the checkered flag at the moment.
Kenny's going all out here. It's white flag. He's got to do it this lap to get the race win, but see what these guys do. It's really, really tight.
So he's just had a bit of a wobble going out from the oak tree, and that's not going to set him up very good down to the straight. He's 0.2 behind. He should catch him down the straight.
Yes, positioning here is crucial for Jake. He's really got to find the right lines and defend. Right up on him. Side by side, does he get alongside? He does, gets the inside. Side by side, these two.
Oh, he couldn't he couldn't go under. He just couldn't get underneath him.
Really good racing. Jake's probably going to hold out here as long as he gets the exit here. Which he does, and that should, without any issue.
Yeah, that is the final lap. So he's gone through. He's gone through for the win. Well done Well done to those races. Jacob O'Reilly comes through for the win. Kenny Economos just couldn't get him there. This Zachary Vlasblom. It's still on for these guys. Kenny Economos, Connor Nixon nearly got him at the line, but that's a P3 for Zachary Vlasblom. Well done.
Yeah, he'll be ecstatic, Zach. That's a really good drive by him.
In good company too. He had Jacob O'Reilly, Kenny Economos, Connor Nixon, Jamie Christensen all around him. So Jamie did a really good job too. He's in P5 there. He had a pretty uneventful race. I didn't get to look at him too much out on track. But our Jacob Riley's just pushing on with it here. Shane Patterson's telling us that was great racing. Yeah, that was really good. I mean, not many cars on track, but we always deliver. Well, sorry, these guys on track deliver great racing all the time.
Yeah, just because we've got this small grid, it doesn't mean, it doesn't take away from the quality, so...
I quite like what he's doing here. This is a victory lap at full pace. I reckon this is something that we could bring into all sorts of motorsport.
It could be just getting acquainted. It's going to be a longer race, so he probably just wants to get acquainted with the car after the 15-minute period. So it's definitely not the worst thing to be pushing the limits of the car and just making sure that you feel comfortable towards the second half of the race. So, yeah.
I just want to let everyone know at home, the actually, while we're talking, I'll get the results up for everyone as they go to just warm up. These cars, you get a little dent on them, you go offline, you get a little bit of grass on the tyres, or even a bit of wing damage. It's all over. Your times just go nowhere.
Yeah, very, very delicate, this car. So really, again, I've seen a lot of guys, they weren't trying to push it too hard if they got really underneath and just didn't want to outbrake themselves, because they know it's just game over once you make contact.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I might bring up the results from, if I can. Let's see if I can bring that up for everyone for that heat race. So Jacob O'Reilly, by the skin of his teeth, really, in that race. I mean, he had Kenny just absolutely on him the whole time. I couldn't take the camera off, and every time I did, they would draw me back in like a magnet. Kenny Economos, great racing from him, P2. Zachary Vlasblom there, he has been progressing in this championship. Every time he goes racing, he keeps moving his way up. So look for him in the feature race. He had the same pace as what the leaders were doing out there. So I think if you get into a slipstream, it's going to be on for the Vlasblom. Connor Nixon, couple of mistakes, P4. He'd be happy with that. I don't know if he's done much practice on this track. Jamie Christensen, P5. We know what he's got in him. Tom Brown down there in P10. Special mention to him. He did 2 laps. That's pretty good from Tom, considering he's probably never driven these cars before. Steve Vella, P6. Shane Patterson, David Atkinson, Daniel Vallicott, the mainstays, the boys, the people that are here all the time. Shane, great racing for P7. You've done well out there. So we're going to go into a 30-minute race very shortly. They're out on track for another 2.5 minutes, just getting themselves acquainted to the car. Let's see if I can get rid of this little results for a second. Oh, geez, I'm getting good at this stuff, you know. So I'm getting really good at this. So that race had some pretty good racing for P1 and P3. I think we're going to see a 3-way battle for P1 here, depending on how they get off the line.
Yeah, watch for a few guys. I think a lot of them are going to be looking to practice their launches in this warm-up. Jamie Christensen probably got the best launch out of anyone last race, but obviously just couldn't capitalise with an incident at turn 1. So see if Jamie can if he can get the launch right, he might be punching his way straight into P3 and trying to stick it with Kenny and Jacob to go for the win. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to this race. It's telling me Kenny Economos is going to be in P1 for this one, which is... Oh no, it's just because he's done a lap. Never mind.
It's because he's on...
because he's on a lap. So, going through that heat. How the heat finishes is how they're going to be out on grid for this next one. I'd imagine that Oliver / Shane Patterson would want to... I don't know, do a little bit better than P7. I'm just trying to find where he is in the championship. Let's just see if I can get him up on the championship here again in the points. So, yeah, Oliver Patterson was actually, unfortunately, because of what is going to happen, he's going to lose a few points. But what he's doing for Shane Patterson is not doing too many favours if he doesn't get him a heap of points. So I'd imagine that Shane's going to be cheering him on from the lounge room as Oliver takes that car and takes it to up the front, maybe into a podium finish.
Oliver's just doing the good thing. He's just looking after the boys below him and getting them a bit of sniffing, for a top 3 maybe. So,
well, just before we went to this round in round 5, we had Oliver Patterson on 477 points. Jacob O'Reilly was 472. So we just saw Jacob O'Reilly take the win there. So that's going to catapult him right up the front. Is Jamie Christensen? How did he go in that race?
P5 was it?
Yeah, it was P5. That's right.
P5.
He was just nowhere. He was in P nowhere that whole race. He had a lot of air in front of him, behind him. So he'll want to do better in this race. So we might even have a 4-way battle for P1 that might actually bring Connor Nixon into the mix too if they're going to be battling.
Yeah, it should be good viewing for everyone. So yeah, stick around. And
yeah. So only we're about to get this warm up done and dusted. I'll just see if we can see anyone out on track at the moment.
Looks like Zachary Vassel's trying to practice some victory burnouts if he manages to get a good result. So
yeah, fantastic from Zach. Well, hey, he might be going for it. He did show pace, so I can't wait to see how this goes. So we just had our 15-minute race to the grid. We're going to see Jacob O'Reilly and Kenny Economos resume battle as they go into the Turn 1 complex here at VIR. And then that Zachary Vlasblom and Connor Nixon battle is far from over. Those guys finished within a tenth of each other as well. So looking forward to this race.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting. Again, last race counts for nothing now, so it's all eyes on the feature.
So just waiting for everyone to jump out and get gridded up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll get our winners and grinners into the combox after this race. As it's going to be hard to get them out of these cars actually, because they're probably going to be doing burnouts for the next 5 minutes after this race. I think these cars are awesome. What are they? 2.6 litre V8 high revving ridiculous car. Oh, we're about to go live.
Once it's straight into it, yeah. Not mucking around.
So that's green racing. That's a really good start from.
Jeez, Jamie Christensen off like a rocket.
Jamie Christensen got the launch of his lifetime as he goes into P2 and 3 wide.
And Jacobs had a moment.
And so has Daniel Velicott, I'm pretty sure, in the background there.
Nixon as well. Gee, it's all happened at Turn 1.
So Daniel Velicott has actually been the big loser out of that. He's gone down into P10.
Jamie Christensen from 5th to 1st in 2 corners. he is a man on a mission at the moment. Look at him get out of town here.
So there's a battle heating up here between Kenny. So Kenny has a lot of work to do now. He's got Shane Patterson in front of him. Shane Patterson.
He's also had a really good start.
Yeah, those two on the second row of the grid, third and second row of the grid, just absolutely took off.
As we just put the commentator's curse on him, he runs it wide. Oh,
easy to do that. One of the easiest little parts of the road to do it. You get on the gas too quick, and the car just wants to flow itself out into the track, off the track, and do some lawn mowing.
He's brought Jacob O'Reilly into a little bit of a battle here down the straight. Jake's found the inside line here, so he should be able to get past. We'll see what Shane he lets him go straight into and tucks him behind. But it's on at the front. Kenny Economos has made his way right up the rear end of Jamie Christensen. So again, it might be just a repeat of Kenny just sticking behind as he runs.
Oh, he's gone off track.
Washes it onto the weeds, and so look at this pack here, 5-car pack here. And a nice little battle with Velicott and Steve Vella too. They're having a bit of an arm wrestle here as well.
I'm just trying to work out what happened to Connor Nixon. His car...
I've just noticed it too. Where is
He's
he
got
gone?
some damage on the front left of that car. I'll just have a look at this nose cone. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not really. It's not going to be.
Bit
It's
of a
going to be hard to
scratch.
see. But
Bit of a scuff, but yeah.
yeah, it's scuffed up on the
Might have
front
just-
left. And in Connor
might have
Nixon's
just-
mind, that's the front, left, right, rear.
Yes.
He doesn't know where his tires are.
Must have just had a light touch with someone, or he's done something on his own. Yeah, not too 100% sure what's happened there.
Kenny's just taking the lead, by the way.
He'll push on. Yeah, geez, I don't know how he's done that. Completely missed it.
Well, I'm going to jump on the pots and pans, mate. This is going to be an absolutely epic little 27 minutes left of racing. I did say it's going to be a five-way battle to the for first. I thought Connor Nixon would be in this battle, but I think the only thing that's going to save him now is the safety car to get him back in. Probably no one's going to pit for this race, so it's 26 minutes of actually full out racing. It's going to be great.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any need for a pit stop or a tyre change or anything like that, so I expect these guys to go flat out for the full duration of the race.
So, Kenny Conamos, Jacob O'Reilly, Jamie Christensen, Shane Patterson, and that was Zachary Vlasbom just going past there as well. As they come into the Turn 1 complex, that's Horseshoe. Down here into NASCAR, we just see there's a battle. Actually, we might just duck back to...
Steve Vella up the inside.
Steve Vella up the
Vella
inside. Oh, he's got it done too.
These two are having a real good crack here.
So that's Steve Vella and Daniel Vellacott. Daniel Vellacott had had another tough start to these cars. They are tough to get going. Oh, and he's made a little bit of a lock up.
Oh, Connor Nixon's gone around at the exit of Turn 1.
Yeah, I think that's
struggling. Oh, I think he's looks like he's had a bit of a mare with David Atkinson as well.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, something's happened up there. Look, we'll go back to the up the front here because it's these three at the front here starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Shane Patterson and Zachary Vlasbom. So Zachary will have to, if he wants to be in this fight, he's going to have to get past Shane. OP, I should say, as quick as he can. No offense,
I'm still
Shane.
calling him Shane for tonight. I'm
Yeah.
still calling him Shane tonight. Look at here, we got another battlefield here for the lead. Jacob's got a run on Kenny. Oh, how do these guys take it? Kenny's going to stick it on the inside and hold position perfectly. Look at that.
These are great. These are some of the best sim races we got, literally in the country right now. We got Kenny Conamos and Jacob O'Reilly, Jamie Christensen out there too, trading paints. It's awesome to watch.
Yeah, looks like Zach's got a bit of a run here on Shane Patterson at the moment. Just trying to find a way. He's eastbound on the inside here. Just going to have a look up the inside. He should get this move done pretty easily. And Jamie Christensen's had a bit of a lock up as well. But Zach's done a nice move to get himself into position number 4 as he tries to hunt down the top 3 here.
So the roles are reversed. So the first 15 minutes we just saw Kenny Conamos trying to hunt down Jacob O'Reilly. Roles completely reversed for this one. Just what we want, some spicy racing.
Yeah, flat out or get out.
Flat out or get out, yep. So yeah, you're right. Zachary Vlasbom got that move done on Shane. God, that car looks good from Mr. Patterson there. He's got the Summer Series looking on the front. He's got the American flag waving in the rear. That rear is waving around as well.
Looks like we've had another exit stage left with Connor. Something's obviously gone amiss with that car, and it's pulled it in and called it a night, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's. I've used this joke about 14 times tonight, but why not? He's feeding the dogs. That's what he's going to do right now.
Yeah, the dogs keep getting bigger if he keeps feeding them, so needs to put him on a diet, I think.
Actually, he's got an absolute monster of a dog. He's showed some pictures up on Facebook. Oh my god, I think it's like 18 weeks old, and it's bigger than me, which is no mean feat, I can tell you.
Yeah, I don't know why he decided to get a dog that's bigger than him. It's beyond me, but now that's just the kind of character he is. I
That's
think it's
just-
Jamie's had a moment at the exit, which is going to bring
Yeah.
Zachary Vlasbom into the equation here. Very uncharacteristic by Jamie, but he has done it on a couple of occasions tonight. See how Zach responds here and see if he can get a lap here. I think he punched the quickest lap. He was the only car in the 40s last lap for Zach, so looking very, very racy out here.
Yeah, so he's doing a 40.9. He's actually, compared to everyone around him, he's 5/10 quicker.
Yeah, showing some good signs here.
Now, Zachary's a smart racer, correct?
I would like to say so.
So 22 minutes left. He doesn't have to do anything. He just needs to stay on the back of this group and just pick his moment, I'd imagine.
Yeah, as long as he can utilize Jamie, and Jamie can, punch in some, because we all know what Jamie's pace is like. So if Zach can match his pace, hopefully Kenny and Zach get into another battle again, which will bring these two up to the forefront as well and challenge for the lead. Shane Patterson, he's not far off. Sorry, Shane, I'm calling you Shane.
Starting to drift just a little bit. Is just going back to about just off that pace just a little bit. I'll see what sort of pace he's doing now, but he's not in that slipstream, and that's going to hurt him massively.
It'll just be those little mistakes that cost him a tenth or two here and there, where he's just managing to lose a drive. And it looks like Jamie's found another gear to try and catch the back of the leading two cars. So again, Zach can't afford to make any small mistakes as well. Stick with Jamie here, try and work together, and give himself a real opportunity, because I dare say these guys will be going for broke towards the end of the race. Zach, gee, Louise, he had a bit of a moment. I don't know if he caught that on camera, but he got very, very sideways.
I was just looking at the background. I saw Jamie. I was looking at him through the rear wing of Jamie Christensen's car here, and I could see it wagging around.
I tell you what, that could be worth a ANZ series replay, review shot, I think, in super slow mo. That would look pretty cool on replay, I think.
But I'll get that replay in a second. Jacob O'Reilly's about to. I thought he was going to go for it here at the.
Yeah, he just let off a little bit.
Oh, but he's hit the apex nicely. He's going to have a really good run down the straight on Kenny.
Jeez, he's got a really good run out here. Will he capitalise?
I think he'll get this done before the corner.
Kenny's going to defend the inside, it looks. But geez, Jacob's got a really, really good run here. He's going to go side by side. Now, how brave is he under brakes? He's got in front. They're side by side.
Oh, contact.
Not much. Jacob's holding the inside. Are they going to give each other room? Geez, Jake's done really well with the hold line. Still side by side.
And he's got it done. Well done from Jacob O'Reilly. That's the move of the series.
Wow, and then this is going to bring Jamie right up the bumper of Kenny Conamos here. Look at this three-way battle for the lead.
And Zachary Vlasbom's just gone off the pace there a little bit. So, this is going to be massive as they go three wide into turn one into the horseshoe as they come down into NASCAR.
Oh, Jake's got a moment coming out of the corner. Oh, goodness, Kenny Conamos under the inside. He's got to defend Jamie here, but still try to be aggressive. Geez, Jamie's not giving him much room either. Absolutely frantic and good racing so far. And also, that little bit of a tussle between three has brought Zachary Vlasbom back into the top four equation here. Absolutely fantastic effort by these guys.
So just on board here with Jamie Christensen. I mean, he had a moment there. He could have capitalised on Kenny, but sensible racing from all these four.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to make a small mistake here, so these guys are going to be extra cautious in this car, but they are putting it to the limit, and gee, it is making some very, very hard and fantastic racing here. As Kenny again with a bit of draft. Will he look to make a move considering he's got Jamie behind him? Yes, he pulls out. How on the brakes? Not quite. Jake's gone a little bit too deep, which has brought Kenny to go wide. Jamie having a look. Kenny straight away slams the door, knowing that Jamie was having a look to hold his position. Knew he couldn't get Jake out on the exit, so he straight away made sure he didn't make himself vulnerable to Jamie Christensen. Again, three-way draft. which way does Kenny look? Does he look to outbreak him on the outside on the dirty line? It has to cover Jamie Christensen yet again. Has gone very deep, and he's actually gone past Jacob O'Reilly coming into the exit of turn 1.
He's going to have the left-hander. Oh, I thought he was going to have the left-hander for the...
He's not quite. Jacob's out-driven him there, but Kenny gets a better exit. Can he have a look? Still side by side. This is fantastic, boys. Really good stuff. And Jamie's having a look. Kenny can't go wide here. Somehow managed to paper thread Kenny Conowaz. I don't know how he's done it, but he's managed to find a gap to slid himself into to still keep that second position.
I have no idea how that was a change for the lead about 15 times there as you saw Jacob O'Reilly and Kenny Conowaz get the nose in front over and over and over again.
Yeah, these guys aren't letting up. This is as close as it's going to probably get all night, I think. It's just pretty much a game of chess between 3 players here. And just see who's got the right. There's some very aggressive swerving by Jacob O'Reilly. He's got to make sure he has to hold that inside line now. He's committed to it. He's got to hold it and not change under brakes. So, and with Kenny knowing this, he's going to have a look again to the left-hand side of the track.
It's happening again.
Jeez, he's a lot more brakes. Kenny's had to wiggle the brakes. Is Jamie Christensen going to be able to capitalise here? Oh, they're very, very close. Kenny, one of us, Jamie, and yeah, Kenny's given the room to Jamie.
So that is all because of the wheel-to-wheel contact between Jacob O'Reilly and Kenny Conowaz has just opened the door for Jamie Christensen, and he has capitalised into a P2 position.
Yeah, it looked like Kenny got a little bit unsettled, so he just did the long game thing and just let Jamie have that position there to make sure that they get through. And Kenny Conowaz, ever the expert in the sim community, with a textbook over and under on Jamie Christensen there. Just showing his class. I
might just stay on board here for Zachary Blasblom because he's got the best view in the house of what's going on in the front here. We'll stay on board for 3/4 of a lap and we'll see if you can see your favourite driver and see what they're doing. Man, this is so impressive from these guys out there on track. Just going for a lap there with Zachary Vlasblom taking us through, that was really cool. And just watching the battle happen at the front. And it happens again, turn 1 over and over and over again. Jacob O'Reilly somehow holding on to the lead.
Again, as I said before, massive game of chess. It's just who makes the move. And again, these guys just jostling for position. Kenny's really got his hands full here. He is obviously trying to make a pass on Jake, but he's got a really hungry Jamie Christensen to really make sure that he does not let through. It's really, really good racing here, or driving at least on Kenny's point of view, because he's got a lot on his mind to kind of to contemplate here. Jake's really, all he's just trying to do is just make sure he doesn't get overtaken by anyone behind him. He's just got all the clean track in front. And that's all he's really going to be focused on here. So
Kenny Conowaz, like he has to think about championship as well. So he's having these battles, and he's also leading the championship as well. So, and yeah, Zachary Blasblom's got it to the back of this finally. So he's going to have a really good dip at this for P3.
Yeah, any mistake that Kenny makes, especially with Jamie, who's I believe in P2 for the championship overall. So he's also thinking, not just this race, but obviously the long game too, to make sure that Jamie doesn't get any points advantage whatsoever on him.
I'm sorry to Min's admin out there. You've said fantastic racing, and I chucked it onto the Holden dealer team SR8. But I know you love your forwards. But yeah, the racing has been fantastic.
I'll tell you what, don't count Zachary with Blastbomb out here, considering how hard the guys ahead have been racing. All Zach's done is just literally sit behind, make sure he hasn't lost any toe, and the amount of tread that these guys would have been absolutely torching off these tyres, Zach's probably got to have a really good tyre life here that he could probably take advantage of towards the end of the race with, 30 minutes to go. There he is, definitely someone to keep in the back of the mind. As Jamie,
oh, he's gonna have that Jamie Christensen moment at the back there. I'll see if I can get that on the replay. That he nearly lost it completely.
And Jacob, I always say, does they go too wide at the snake? That is not where you want to whatsoever. But somehow these blokes have managed to. Has Kenny Economos copped a slowdown penalty?
He might have. He's gone back at a rate of knots there.
Zachary Vlasblom has a fell black flag as well. Has he copped the course somewhere?
Just trying to work out why he's got a black flag over his name. It must be for a shortcut.
But he's just not sure where. But
so there's Kenny on Vlasblom now.
Yeah, he's cleared it. Yeah, so he had a slow down. He must have just cut one of the snake corners. Obviously, just trying to avoid
the carnage, really.
Yeah, avoid the carnage. I think Kenny had the same because he slowed down very much. But it's actually going to play into Zach's hands if he can. His pace he's shown his pace to keep up with the lead. So if he can hang on to the back of Kenny Economos, he is an absolute chance to Stephen Bradbury.
I think he's on for a podium here, but I just don't know how high up he's going to go because it's heating up now. Imagine when there's 2 laps to go, how hard these guys are going to be pushing. So we'll come back to this shortly. I've focused on the drivers at the front here for ages. David Atkinson out there is he's had a race out there. He's just a little bit off the pace. He's still on the lead lap on lap 11, lap 12. I think he is about to go through now. But great livery. He's out there having a go. Thanks, David, for turning up. I know you're down the order a bit, but. There's always next week. You can always win it from somewhere.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the Enduro, the unsung heroes that we obviously don't get to mention a lot because we're obviously enraveled into this battle up ahead. But yeah, kudos to the guys. Your Steve Vellers and your David Atkinsons that turn up each and every week. The leagues do not survive with blokes like those guys racing in. So yeah, thanks again for jumping on and being a part of it.
Steve Vella, he's my favourite livery of tonight. He's gone out there in this like chrome. He's got that little chrome little slither.
That looks like a radical. It looks like a UK radical based thing. Yeah, fantastic, Ray. But I'm going to be biased with the paint choice. Sorry there, Aaron.
Yeah, go on. Who you got it on for?
Zachary Vlasblom was absolutely struggling for a paint. And I said to him, mate, there's a HRT livery that's available on Trading Paints. He goes, really? I said, you better run it.
You better run it, yep.
You better, you're going to...
Oh, no, that's Jacob O'Reilly we just missed.
No.
Into the wall. I'll see if I can get that on replay for him. I just noticed it was getting really tight at the front. And then Jacob O'Reilly's been sent into defence. I'll get that on a replay for everyone at home.
Oh, and we've had a safety car called. Interesting.
So I'm just watching the replay now of what happened here. So Jacob O'Reilly, how far back am I at the moment? I'm a fair way back. This is just as he's going through. Yeah, that's the oak tree onto the main straight, and we saw it happen at the end of the straight just before the roller coaster. So
yeah, it looks like he had a moment just getting out of the exit. You'll just see here, just as he goes up to the exit. It'll be at the exit of the straight. I think he just gassed a little bit too much.
So he's hit the inside curb
ever so slightly.
He's given it the absolute. He did it by himself.
Yeah.
Oh, and he didn't damage the car, so he's back out there racing. But he's got the pace. But if it's a safety car, it's all going to bunch up anyway. We'll go back to live racing.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad it's out there actually because Orlando Black is behind the BMG safety truck. This is something we all talked about that we wanted out on track. The actual safety truck, no safety cars anymore, in the Ford F-150, and that looks brilliant.
Yeah, good moment to showcase the safety truck, and probably a good time for everyone to just catch their breath, because that was obviously pretty frantic up the front. Yeah, there's a few guys on the comms that weren't really enthralled to see the safety car come out. So didn't think it
No,
was required.
well, they've given a free kick to Jacob O'Reilly there.
Yeah, they have in a set, but it's actually funny that Jake was actually one of the ones that wasn't really kind of pleased to see, which is a bit strange, but it was obviously showing.
Well,
that,
he probably
yeah,
thought
Jake,
that his mistake, he shouldn't get a free kick. But anyway, it'll make for some good racing. And then you probably had Nick Burling at BMG saying, "I want to see that safety truck out there. It's got my colours all over it. So come on, boys." So we're just waiting for everyone to catch up with the grid. We've got David Atkinson. So that's the safety truck pulling away from the grid now. Oh, sounds amazing too.
Hopefully, I don't really want to see Orlando Bennett coming up here.
I'm staying on him because I'm waiting for this thing to get absolutely binned.
I'm worried about Orlando. This is not an easy car to muscle around here.
I mean, it turns left okay, but turning right down here might be an absolute struggle for it. Yeah, look at that. He's struggling to get the thing turned right. It's probably set up for an oval right now. We're going out in the Silverados in a week's time too, so very similar. It's going to be some great racing. So let's get back to the what's going on here. Okay, about to go green flag racing again. Nick Berlin, hey mate, hey, we got the safety truck out there. BMG's all over it, so you picked a good time to jump on. We're about to go racing again. Jamie Christensen's got the lead. Kenny Conomos is directly, I'd guess, nearly inside of him at the moment. Zachary Vlasblom's made his way up into P3, and he won't be giving that away anytime soon. They're about to go racing. He's waiting right to the last second. That's David Atkinson right in the back. This little group is about to... They're going to spread. You watch this little kit spread right out.
Nice stuff from Jamie. Really good launch.
So he's got a great launch, and he's got himself about half a second gap, about 2 car lengths over the guys behind him. Now, level heads will prevail as they go through here. They've got 5 minutes of racing left. Probably about 4 laps of actual racing. We'll see how they go.
Yeah, Jamie had to to make sure he got the start as late as possible. Any earlier would have given Kenny enough drive to have a look up the inside, so he's done really well on that restart. As it looks like the field's fanned out a little bit, but I'm interested to see how Zach Vlasblom takes this one. He's really he's in the ready position. Does he?
He's got P3. He's got P3, but he's got a very hard racing Jacob O'Reilly that's about to go put about 14 moves on him per lap. Before we get back to the racing, Min's admin was just about to applaud us on the commentary of being the best racing commentary in Australia. But you had to talk about the HRT livery, so we've lost it now. Thanks, mate. And Nick Burling said he's going to be there next week, which is going to be awesome.
Oh, if someone did the green-eyed monster for this car, then I would.
Oh, really? Yes, for sure.
And looks like Jacob's going to have a look at Zachary Vlasblom here. I'm interested to see how these guys play it out. Does Zach let him go and they try and go for the lead? What does Zach do here?
Zach is going to... No, he's going to fight.
He's not letting up. Oh, nice and tight. Gives each other the room they need. And I think Jake's going to... Oh, no, he hasn't got past just yet. Now he has. He's gotten enough room there. Daniel Velicot's fancying his chances.
I was just about to say, Daniel Velicot is going, I'll have a piece of this, please, guys. Yeah, P4 looks nice.
Yes, that battle between Zach and Jacob O'Reilly has given Kenny Honos a bit of breathing room to now really focus on making sure he gets the pass on and Jamie Christian to take out not only just the win for the feature, but I think the round win in total as well. So
yeah, if Kenny can get this done, that'll definitely be a round win for him. But man, he's got... I mean, we got probably 3 laps left. Kenny Conomos is just hoping and praying that Jacob won't catch him here, so he can focus on Jamie in front of him. Yeah,
so it looks like we're going to have our own little battles here. One for the race win, and then another last step of the podium. But looks like Jake's managed to find some breathing room against Zachary Vlasblom. So yeah, nice coverage of from Jake, albeit with the safety car. I still had to get the move done to make sure he could give himself a chance here for the win.
Great shots as they come down the back straight. And Kenny Conamos is trying to get into the slipstream of Jamie Christensen down there. Daniel Velikot's just fallen off the pace a little bit there. David Atkinson comes past the camera now, and there's Steve Vella rounding up our top 7.
As Kenny Conamos having a look on the inside, just couldn't get the run. But Jamie Christensen has to lock up on the brakes, and that's going to allow Kenny Conamos to shoot straight through into P1. Just a bit of pressure, looks like, from Kenny Conamos as...
We'll quickly go back to that.
Just lock up.
I'll try and find that on a replay just to see that happen again for everyone watching at home, because that was pretty cool. So as they come down into the into this complex, he's just had a bit of a wobble. That was Jamie Christensen got locked up the rears going into the roller coaster, and it was over and out and went through, and Kenny Conamos went through for P1.
Just that little bit of inside curb just unsettled the car. Just obviously wasn't straight enough and didn't have enough braking performance to get it stopped in time for the corner. So Kenny obviously taking full advantage, having full connection to the tarmac, had the better control on the brakes.
So we should see this lap plus one more as we go to white flag racing after this lap. Now Jacob O'Reilly is putting on absolute. Look at the lap times, a 140.6 for that last lap. He is flying.
Yeah, he's easily the quickest by some margin as well. So really doing all that he can to try and get onto the back of these two up ahead. He's hoping for a nice battle. If these guys can battle, which I don't know if Jamie's got enough of a run to get up to Kenny, but Jacobs is open for a two-car battle here, so he can really have a look at trying to get for the win here. As again, nice and tight these two is Kenny holding station. Jamie just not trying to overdrive the car, just make sure he's still with Kenny here to give himself an opportunity here.
So this is going to be Jamie Christensen's last ditch effort of the year. I'm just on board here with Jacob O'Reilly. We might just stay on board with him for a little bit as we watch this battle into the horseshoe, turn 1, on the last lap.
Yeah, white flag.
So through the horseshoe for the last time, down here into NASCAR, the left-hander, holding it flat through NASCAR, into turn 4, and Jacob O'Reilly's right on the back of Jamie Christensen.
Again, don't count out Jake here. Any mistake from the two ahead, and Jake will definitely capitalise. As Zach Rivastov's gone wide in the background.
Yeah, he's gone very wide. So he's actually, Daniel Velikot's got him.
He has. He's Zach's just lost the wheels onto the grass, and Daniel's been. As this battle up ahead is really hiding.
I'm waiting for this back straight because around here we'll see who gets the best run through here, through the oak tree. Kenny's gone wide. Here comes Jamie Christensen. Oh, he's had to block. He's getting in behind him. Give me some of that slipstream, please.
Kenny is definitely not giving up that inside line. Jamie's got a fantastic run here. This is going to bring Jacob O'Reilly really into see who blinks first out of these two. Are they going to both? I dare say they're both going to really.
They're going to have to send it.
Kenny Conamos. Oh goodness!
That's the win for Kenny. That's the win for Kenny right there. He held out. He made a bit of a mistake up there at the oak tree, but he's come through. Massive racing from Kenny Conamos. Congratulations on the win of the feature.
Really
well done. Jamie Christensen for P2 and Jacob O'Reilly was so close. Will he get it? Oh! Awesome racing from you guys. Boys. Velikot though, P4. That's a PB. That's a PB for him. That's a massively chuffed. Zachary Vlasblom had a big mistake as he went through the that last little kink, but at the S's, I think he made that mistake. Steve Vella comes through for P6, and David Atkinson just comes across the line now for P7. Well done to everyone out there on track. That was awesome. If anyone's watching this back, that's my favourite race of the whole season, right there.
Yeah, that was easily the closest, and that's going to be hard to beat for the rest of the year, I think.
That was, man, Tyson. Thanks for jumping in, man. This has been a blast tonight. I know we didn't have many race cars out there on track, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
The racing was fantastic.
As I said, smaller grids can somehow turn out some fantastic races. If we've got the right guy behind the wheel, the racing we can get, and it also allows us to kind of focus on that hard, close race, and we don't have to really veer to anyone else. We can just concentrate and just give the viewers as much airtime to these guys absolutely giving it to each other. So, yeah, always a positive.
So Jamie went from P5 in that last race to battling for the win there. So we knew he had it. We knew he had it in him, but yeah, those points are going to be sliding away. Kenny Economos is going to take the round win after that one.
Yeah, no, fantastic again by everyone. A few guys we really chuffed with their results. Some really good points bagged across the board.
All right, so they're coming into the pits now. What I'll do is we'll bring up the results for everyone at home. Let's see how the pots and pans go now. It was such a great bloody race that I don't know where to go. Let's have a look here. So results after that feature race. Kenny Economos fought. He got absolutely taken over from the start there. He was in P4 for a while there, made his way back up from a mistake from Jacob O'Reilly, and really from there, Kenny just took command of that race. Jamie Christensen had his moments. He had plenty of time to jump all over Kenny Economos. There was probably not enough time in that 30-minute race, but hey, we come back for next week and see what he can do. Jacob O'Reilly, P3, great result from him. Daniel Velicott, now that is the highlight reel for me. Seeing him up there in P4 in this against that sort of and only 5 seconds off the pace there. Fantastic result for Daniel. Zachary Vlasblom made a mistake on the last lap. Could have been challenged for P3, but found himself in P5. Steve Vella, David Atkinson, and Shave Patterson were out there at the end there racing. Connor Nixon, dogs had to be fed, and Orlando Black was in the safety car. We'll hide these results now. Let's jump on board. Let's see if I can... let's see if I can get some of these guys into the combox. I hear some people knocking outside. Who have I got out there? No one at the moment. Here's Kenny.
Yeah, got a couple.
We might bring in Kenny Economos. Sorry,
we'll bring in the race. Yeah, let's bring in the race winner.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Here we go. So, coming into the combox, he's just been knocking outside because he's so excited to come in here. Is Kenny Economos. He had an absolute massive 45 minutes of racing out there. Kenny, man, are you sweating after those ones?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Aaron. That was pretty intense, but at the same time, so much fun. Really great racing from the guys there.
It was fair, but geez, it was tough. I mean, the epic battle you had in that first 15-minute race with Jacob O'Reilly was just epic, and then he fell off the pace. He had a bit of a mistake in the second one. You probably thought you're home and hose, but Jamie Christensen just put the afterburners on and pushed you right to the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jake had me in the first one. He was just quick out of onto the main straight and that long straight at the back, and I just couldn't make it happen. So well done to him. And then that final race, geez, that was pretty wild. I don't think we made contact. I don't remember seeing a 0x come up or anything, but geez, we were so close on a lot of occasions. Bloody good fun.
It was brilliant to watch. In the combox, it felt like it went for about 2 minutes. Me and Tyson were loving it. Tyson wouldn't shut up the whole time, so we all had an awesome time watching. All the viewers, we had heaps of people saying fantastic racing, great spectacle, great final laps. Thanks, Kenny, for just absolutely putting it on today for us.
Yeah, no, and thank you to you guys, and for the driving standards. It's great that we can race that hard and be clean. So yeah, well done.
Give us a shout out, mate, before I kick you out of the combox, because you probably need to have a shower after that one.
Yeah. Big shout out to the sponsors BMG for the series. It's been one of the funnest series or seasons I've done. I hope there's more to come like it. And just big thanks to the guys behind the scenes that make this all happen.
Thanks very much, Kenny. You go get yourself a drink, a shower, maybe something to eat, and I'll see you next Monday.
Thanks, mate.
That was Kenny Economos in there, our race winner. Man, Tyson, he absolutely put it on today.
Yeah, just a masterclass yet again from the great Ken Economos. Not surprised and never disappointed ever.
So we'll jump. I'm trying to find. So I can't get Jamie Christensen at the moment. I can't seem to find him. But I got Jacob O'Reilly. He was our third place. He was on. I need to bring him in because the guy that had it all to lose, the guy that won our 15-minute race to the grid, Jacob O'Reilly, jumps into the combox with us. Mate, great racing. You made a little mistake as you go to the roller coaster, and they brought out the safety car, which gave you a little bit of a benefit. But good racing, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. That was it was a bit tight tonight. It was the most fun I've had in a long time. I think it was super clean. A lot of respect for everyone there, and then obviously Kenny and Jamie got up in the end. Fully deserved it. It's awesome.
No, mate, you had pace when you had to come back and you were trying to hunt down the top three. You were doing qualifying time, so the tyres obviously lasted. The car obviously got quicker as it went on. You had the pace tonight to actually take out both events, but yeah, as you said, the who you got around you had Zachary Vlasblom, Jamie Christensen, and Kenny Economos just putting pressure on the whole time.
Yeah, that's it. And when you're racing blokes like that, you can't really make a mistake and expect to stay at the top. So, fair enough. I mean, that was awesome racing anyway. But yeah, could have come away with both. But so be it. Yeah, hopefully take third behind those two.
Yeah, that third place and your first place in the race to the grid will give you a nice stack of points. Probably not as much as you won against Kenny Economos. I think he's going to take out the round win here, but the heat's on. I think you're 20 points or so behind the championship leader right now.
Oh, beautiful. It's good to hear. First season here, having a great time. But yeah, look, having a great time. Love to take out, at least contend in the series. But Kenny's he's pretty hot, boys.
Yeah, like we had a chat with him. Yeah, Tyson knows this as well. We had a chat with him at the start of the summer series, and he said, "I'll be okay at some of the road racing, but no good at anything else." He just can't stop winning.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's a, I don't know, I wouldn't say a liar. But,
no, I'd say he's a robot.
He just sells himself short.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just that good. He's just that good.
And he's just an all-round good guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst bit. You can't even hate him because he's a good bloke.
Yeah. For someone that's done a lot of V8 supercar laps, Jamie, to have 2 ton taken out of the car and the power to weight ratio gone through the roof, just to tell us how the difference was. Obviously, with a lot more aero grip and everything like that, just the difference in how you had to adjust with the car.
Yeah, for sure. It's I think the biggest thing here is just carrying speed through the mid corner. That's the hardest bit. Like the supercar, obviously you can't take as much. I was probably trail baking a bit too much earlier on, like wiping off too much pace. But then once you adjust there, you start to realize they're not that different. You're still blipping on the way down, and you're still sort of running similar-ish lines. But yeah, they're certainly, you can throw them around harder. That's for sure.
You guys were definitely throwing them around. I mean, going into turn 1 over and over again, they're trying to get that under and over. I think you had Kenny on the outside of you for turn 1 for about 6 laps. Yeah, man, it was just epic. That 15-minute race that you guys put on was amazing, and that the first 25 minutes of that second race was absolutely yours to throw away, which you did. But there's always next week to get some points back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's next week? Oval.
Yeah, we are back into a NASCAR truck. Yeah, so look out for people like Nick Burling. He is an absolute turning left specialist. So we'll see him come into there and put and mix it up a bit. Kenny Economos is not the best around oval, so we'll see how he goes with that.
Win by a minute.
Yeah, he'll only win by 2 laps this time. But no, thank you for jumping in, mate. Give us a shout out if you can.
Yeah. Cheers to Vermilion for continuing to tolerate me, and all the Vermilion sponsors, laundry list, and for obvious reasons, the team's coming on in absolute spades. So yeah, cheers for Vermilion for keeping me around, and thanks to the ANZ series guys, and yeah, thanks heaps.
No worries, mate, and thank you for coming along.